And are you dividing?
Well, so
Next?
down here in the box is your final answer.
Yeah,
That's what we got to get to. But the intermediate step is to divide.
right there, like 15 and 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna do another one here. We'll get this. We got to get this one down. This is easier than the others, so let's make sure this is clear.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready for another example here.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay. So there's another example here. Let's say it's 6x squared plus 3x. What is the common factor between these two?
Oh, sorry. The 2.
So what goes into both 6 and 3?
Oh, sure. 3. Sorry.
3.
3.
Okay. And then you look at the x squared and the x, which is the smaller exponent?
3.
You're looking at the x squared and the x. So which is the smaller exponent between them?
Wait, I'm confused. Yeah, 3. The one that with 3.
We're looking at the exponent. Maybe I'm not being
Oh,
clear.
1.
Yeah. So that
I
means
was
it's
saying, yeah, the 3x that had the 1.
okay. Got it. So now you're dividing each of these by 3x.
Okay.
So what goes in parentheses?
Would be 2x
2x
and 1.
plus 1. Good. Let's look at another example here. Let's go, let's not make it too bad. Let's go 10x squared minus 12x. So now you got to look at the 10 and the 12. What is the largest number that goes into both?
2, I think.
Yep, 2. And then you're going to use x because it's the smaller exponent.
Yeah.
So you divide both of these by 2x. What goes in parentheses?
Sorry. It's 5x
Okay.
and 10x. Wait, no, not 10x. Sorry, 6x.
12 divided by 2 is definitely 6, but the x's cancel.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
So it just becomes 5x minus
6.
6. Okay. Let's try one more here.
I try to solve this by myself.
Yeah, I'm going to step away for 30 seconds, but yeah, go ahead and try this, please.
All right.
All right, how are you doing on this one?
My final answer was 3x. Parenthesis 3x minus 4.
So when you divide both of these by 3x, it's this one I just switched up a little bit on you. It's 9 divided by 3 is 3, but the x's cancel. So just 3 here. 12 divided by 3 is 4. X squared over x gives you just x.
Oh, okay.
So just change the order. I mean, I wasn't trying to be tricky. It was just giving you a variation in the same problem.
Yeah, that stuff's gonna be in the test. It's fine.
Okay, let's move to number D, letter D. This I think is the next easiest. This is called difference of squares.
Okay.
You may disagree, but that's
What was
okay.
this possible? What was this called?
Greatest common factor.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Okay, so we're gonna come back to letter D, but we gotta do a few intermediate examples here. So the formula you need is a squared minus b squared becomes a minus b, a plus b, a minus b, a plus b. So
Okay.
I'll give you a simple example here. Let's say it's x squared minus 3 squared. In this example, x is a and 3 is b, or b is 3 and a is x.
Okay.
So you just substitute those in for a and b. X minus 3, x plus 3.
Okay.
Okay, so pretty straightforward here. Now you're not going to get a problem in this form though. They're gonna write it this way. They're gonna write x squared minus 9.
Yeah.
And then you as a math student say, oh, 9 is really 3 squared.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you can use this formula. So let's
Okay.
write the formula. Let me write the formula again. Grab that here. Come down here. We'll look at another example here. So let's say I asked you for something like this, like x squared minus 25. Okay. You have to look at the 25 and see it as 5 squared.
Okay.
And so that means that x is a, or a is x, and the b is 5.
Yeah.
So you can use this formula, x minus 5, x plus 5.
Okay. Hold on.
So the problem is going to be given as x squared minus 25, but you got to say, oh, it's really 5 squared.
Okay. I'm just writing this all down. All right.
Got it down?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at another problem. Let's say it's x squared minus 4. What's another way to write 4 as some number squared?
2 and 2.
2 squared. Okay, so that means that a is x and b is 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is written as a minus b, a plus b.
Yeah.
So what does this become? What does the problem I'm asking you to do become? It goes in parentheses here.
X plus 2 equals x minus 2.
Good,
X plus 2.
good. Let's have you do another one here. Okay, go ahead and try this one. Let me know if you have any questions.
Can you scroll it, please?
How are you doing on this one, Remy?
I'm a little confused on what 36 to the power of it. I could definitely do it on a test, but
Okay, so it's 6
okay.
squared. 6 squared.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Well,
what
wouldn't 6 squared be?
Don't say 12. It's 6 times 6. 6 times 6.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. So 6 2 6 minus. No, sorry, x minus 6. X plus 2 or 6. Yeah, so x2 minus 6 to the power of 2, x minus 6, x plus 6.
Okay, but look, look at this line we did up here. This line x squared minus 2 squared. You don't use the powers anymore. The powers
Yeah,
go away.
I
So
didn't.
so it's just
Did I
x
say that?
minus. You did, but maybe you wrote x minus 6x plus 6.
Yeah, that's what I did, right?
Okay. All right. So let's kind of look at we're getting closer to doing a problem like D, but let me just make this one easier. Let's say it was 2x squared minus 3 squared. Okay. A and B can be more than just a number, more than just a letter. Like they can be a 2x, for example. And B
Okay.
can be 3. So when you write A minus B, A plus B, it can be more than just a letter or number. So A is really 2x minus 3, 2x plus 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at another example. Let's say it's 4x squared minus 5 squared. This would be 4x minus 5, 4x plus 5.
Okay.
Because the thing in parentheses is the A, the other thing in parentheses is the B, and you just write A minus B, A plus B.
Yeah.
So let me have you try one here. Let's say it's 9x squared minus 1 squared. What would you write over here to the right?
I would write 9x minus 1,
Okay, good.
and then I would write 9x plus 1.
Good. Okay. So we're finally ready to do problem D. Problem D has like one additional step.
Okay.
Okay. And the additional step is you have to figure out what it is squared minus what it is squared. That like in the previous problem, see how I gave it to you? I said, oh, it's 9x squared or it's 1 squared. Here
Yeah.
you have to figure out what it is. Like, how do you go backwards to 9?
Yeah.
Okay, so like to get to 9, it's 3. To get to x squared, it's x.
Yeah.
Do you see that 3 squared is 9 and x squared is x squared?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what goes in the other parentheses such that when you square it, you get back to 4?
2.
Okay, so now what do you write over here to the right?
3x minus 2, and then 3x plus 2.
Good. Okay, so now let's try one kind of like this. 16x squared minus 25. So again, you have to figure out what squared minus what squared.
Okay.
So what do you square to get back to 16x squared?
4.
4 gets you to the 16. What gets you to the x squared?
Uh Wait, what? The x squared?
Yeah, you have to get both.
Oh, I'm a little confused on that.
Well,
Just
what do we
x,
do? What do we do in the previous problem?
just x.
Yeah, so x gets you back to x
Yeah.
squared.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And then the next one's 5.
That's good. So what does this become?
4x minus 5, 4x plus 5.
Yeah, now you have to be able to do this part in parentheses. So let me give you one more here to try. Let's try this one. You got to figure out what goes in parentheses.
Okay.
It's just like the last one, except just different numbers. Let me know if you have any questions on that.
Gotcha.
Have any questions for me, or do you have an
I'm
answer?
almost done. Sorry, I just had to think for a little bit.
And do you do better thinking in the morning? Or
No, I can't, like, I'm bad with just like using my head with math. I always used to have to like write it down or use my fingers, like, I don't
okay,
know. Yeah, I've never been good at doing like in my head math. All right, I got 6x squared and 7x squared.
there's no X over here on the
So
right.
7's just 7.
Yep. So what does this equal?
And then it equals 6x minus 7, 6x plus 7.
Good. Okay, very good. All right, let's go to A. A is the next one.
Okay.
I'm gonna potentially, I guess these are called perfect square trinomials.
Okay.
Trinomials, actually, that's not spelled very well. Perfect square trinomials. Okay. The reason it's a perfect square trinomial is because the square root of the last number, what is the square root of 25?
5.
5. If you double it, it goes to 10. Do you see how there's a 10 right there?
Yeah.
That's why this is a perfect square trinomial. There's a bit more, but we'll just leave it at that for now to keep it simple.
Yeah.
So this thing becomes parentheses x, and then the number that goes inside the parentheses here is the square root. So it's plus 5 squared.
Okay.
So to keep it simple, you're going to take the square root of that last number and put it in parentheses. So let's look at another example here. Let's go x squared plus 16x plus 64. Okay, what is the square root of 64?
Of 64.
Yes,
8.
8. So that becomes x plus 8 squared. See how the square root of that goes in the parentheses there?
Yeah, here I'm writing it down. Yeah, got it.
All right, let's try another one here. Let's say it's x squared plus 4x plus 4. What does this become? What goes in parentheses here?
Hold up. X2. It would be just x plus 2.
Yes. Very good. Now, if don't so there's another kind of little wrinkle here is what if it's something like this, x squared minus 6x plus 9. So if you see a negative, which you very reasonably could, it becomes x minus.
Okay, so
In parentheses.
it's always the plus or negative on the left.
Yes.
Okay.
And then what goes in parentheses here?
3.
Yes. Okay, so let me give you a couple to try here.
Okay, let me write that down.
Sorry, yeah, let me have you get that down.
All right, got it.
All right, so now let's give you a couple here. So let's say I give you x squared minus 8x plus 16. That's 1. And x squared plus 20x plus 100. Here's another. So go ahead and try each of those for me, please.
All right, I got x minus 4 on that one.
Squared.
Yep.
Very important.
And then
Okay.
x plus 10, x plus 10 squared.
Good. Okay. We're finally ready to go to the last type. We won't get that many examples of these, but we'll just do this one. And
Okay.
probably call it here.
Gotcha.
Okay, so letter B, 2x squared minus 13x minus 7. So you take the 2 and the minus 7 and you multiply them together.
Okay.
So that's minus 14.
2 and the 7, and you multiply them together.
Okay, and then now what you're looking for are two numbers that multiply to minus 14, but add up to minus 13.
Okay.
So there's a number of combinations here to consider. Okay, do any of these add up to minus 13?
13,
Yeah, minus 13.
adding them together.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which one? The one.
-1 and 14.
Yeah, except I didn't this is horrible. Sorry, it's the second one there. I didn't write a number.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
it's the second one. So that becomes 2x squared minus, I'm sorry, plus x minus 14x minus 7. So you use these numbers right here. See how that's 1x minus 14x minus 7. Okay. Now I'm going to just rewrite it here. You look at the first two and you decide what is the common factor.
2.
2x. I'm sorry, then between the 2 and the 1, it's just 1, and then it's x.
Yeah.
So it's x here. So inside parentheses goes 2x plus 1.
Yeah.
And then you immediately rewrite that over here, 2x plus 1. And then you try to figure out what goes in the middle such that when you multiply it in, you get back to the previous line. It ends up being minus 7.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So then you factor those two out and the 2x plus 1, and there's your final answer.
All right.
Write this down. I mean, maybe you'll get lucky and it'll be exactly the same as this or close.
Yeah.
We just don't have enough time to go through
Yeah.
everything. I do apologize for that.
It's all good. I got this stuff down from this lesson.
Cool. Well, this may be our last lesson, at least for this year. So
Yeah.
thanks for letting me help you, and I hope you have a great holiday. Say hello to your mom and your brother, and
You too.
I'll be around. Good working with Remy.